do with entrepreneurship and money, making the money, right? Quite, you don't have to pursue it. It has to run after you. You have to attract it yourself. And it really opened our eyes to something interesting last week. He is back again. His name is Windrose Chifamba. He is a marketplace evangelist, business incubation specialist, founder and CEO of Chip Brands and Entrepreneurs Ignite Hub. He mentors thousands of entrepreneurs through the hub, which has a presence in all the provinces in Zimbabwe. He is also an author of the best-selling book Mental Gearbox, a manual to wealth creation. Today we continue with the topic that we started last week. It is part 2 of the psychology of wealth creation. We're also live on Facebook. You can join the conversation as well. Mr. Chifamba, Windrose, thank you so much for making time for us again.
Thank you so much, V. Candy. I'm delighted to be in this wonderful show. Windrose Chifamba is my name.
Thank you, my bad. Okay, so we continue with the conversation and the psychology of wealth creation, part 2.
Yes, V. Candy, as we highlighted last week, that the major distinguishing factor between the wealthy and the poor is not the side of the town that they live, it's not on the quality of the clothes that they wear or the quality of the food that they eat or where they send their kids to school or the type of the car they drive, the house they live in. The major distinguishing factor between the poor and the wealthy, it is their mindset. The poor have got a poor mindset, that's why they are poor. The wealthy have got a wealthy mindset or a rich mindset, that's why they are rich. So people are distinguished by their minds. So whatever we see with our eyes, that we say this one is wealthy, this one is poor, all that are the fruits, the aftermath of people's minds. And as we highlighted, that money is never pursued, but it's attracted. So we want to go straight into the subject for today as we continue with this great series. You know, Weekend, a lot of people in the world, if not everyone, they are looking for money, but just a few finds it because they don't know what money is. People don't actually know what money is. If you look for something that you don't know or understand, chances are very high that you miss it or you will never find it at all. You know, the wealthy or the rich, they don't focus on money because they understand that money is just a measure of value. Money is just a representation of value. Real money is not paper money. The wealthy or the wise people, they know that money is just a product. So when money is a product, you have to come to a place whereby you try to understand the production process that brings you the product called money. Because money is just a product. So there has to be a process that produces that particular product. You know, money, Candy, it's a fruit. If money is a fruit, it means that there is a seed that one has to plant in order for you to harvest the fruit of money. You have to plant a seed to harvest that fruit of money.
Money itself is not the seed.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
There is something that you have to. Money is the harvest that you reap after you sow a seed. But if you start just looking for money without planting any seed, you cannot get the money. Money, Weekend, it's an effect. It's an effect. We understand that for every cause there is an effect. So the wise people, they want to understand what is the cause that brings the effect of money. So you have to understand that. And then one thing about money is that money is an outcome or an output. If you are wise, you want to understand what is the input that will give me the output of money. Money, Weekend, is a result. Is a result. So if you are wise, you would want to find out the calculation or the formula that gives you the very answer of money. So if you spend your time chasing butterflies, they flutter away. But if you focus in building a beautiful garden, butterflies will gracefully come to you.
A bed of flowers. They will come to you.
Yes, they
You won't have to beg them to say, butterfly, see me, come.
Yes. If you want honey, weekend, you just have to set up a beehive. You just have to set up what? A beehive. So money is a product of ideas that have been converted into goods and services. Money is a product of ideas that have been converted into goods and services. So if you want to make money, you must have a product or a service that addresses people's pain points in order for you to make money. So they that have got products and services, they continue to make money. Money is created and multiplied by ideas. Money is created and multiplied by what? By ideas. Most people weekend vari kunzoko vanhu vari kutsvaka mari kuti vaite mari, vari kuti ndikawana mari ndichaita mari.
That's the question.
Yes. Now we are saying that money is a product of ideas. Ideas are the magnets that attract money.
So chirifana kuitwa ndechekutoti vatange kutofunga kuti toita chi, like which ideas, as you said last week, kuti, what do you call them? The think rooms. Or
yes. I said the tragedy in Africa is that we have erected more prayer altars without thinking altars.
Thinking altars, that's
yes. We have to have thinking altars because the wealthy weekendi, they have got thinking rooms.
They have time to think. They set aside time to think.
Time to think. They've got thinking spaces weekend. They've got thinking altars. So it is in the thinking altars where ideas are born that attract money. It is in the thinking altars where because ideas, they magnetize resources. Okay, Vivian, I want to say that money flows in the direction of ideas. You know, there's this wonderful example that I always give, that the relationship that I liken our relationship with money to that of a train and a railroad. Ukama uripo pachitima ninjanji. You know, the train will never go where the railroad is not going. If the railroad passes under the bridge, over the river, in the midst of the desert, or in the midst of the mountain, so does the train. The train only follows where there's a railway. So that's the relationship that we have with money. Kana usati wagadzira nzira dzekufamba nemari, mari aimbofa yakauya kubva kwako weekend. You know, unonzwa mastatement arikufamba mastreets ndeyekuti mari haisi kutenderera, hakuna mari. Ukanzwa munhu wese weekend akuti hakuna mari haisi kutenderera, ziva kuti ndiye asagadzira nzira dzekufamba kwemari.
Yekuti uri pfuru nepangu.
Yes.
Mairi kutendera mujira.
Mujira.
Pfuru nepangu.
Weekend kune vanhu vasiri kurara vachiverenga cash. Anditika maoko asha kurwadza vachiverenga mari. But vanhu vanoti mari hakuna. Ukanzwa munhu akati mari hakuna asi tagadzira nzira dzekufamba kwemari. So money flows in the direction of ideas. Money flows on the railroad of ideas. Okay, weekend ukada kuongorora ma British pavakagadzira ma railroad muno muZimbabwe, ukada kuona kwese kune railroad kune something of significant value there. Ndosaka uchiona kuti kuchitumwiza hakuna njanje, kugrenora hakuna njanje,
makunyatsopera nemunda imo.
Yes. Uchitown hakuna njanje, because hakuna anything of significant value chakaonekwa chiri ikoko chinokodzera kuti chitima chiende ikoko, saka hakuna njanje. Kugrenora hakuna njanje, asi kumabhuku kwatakakurira isusu kune njanje nekuti kune lafarge inoproduce something of value. Andika so chitima ukaona kwese kuna chitima, it's either kuti kune a mine, hakuna kune mine weekend muZimbabwe kusingaende kuchitima. Andika auone kwese kuma industry kwatiri kunoko, andika kusiri weekend pane njanje dziri kufamba. Andika why? Because kune something of value. So ukaona mari isiri kuya kwauri zvinova kuti hakuna something of significant value that you have created, because money is attracted by value. Okay,
saka wotozvibvunza kuti chi chiri pandiri chi.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Weekend money is money is not a respect of people or places. Weekend unogona kunotenga ndinoroja kuUmsidale, umwe munhu unoroja kuEpworth, but iwe uroja kuUmsidale kana usina ma-ideas, usina value yawacreate, unorohwa nemadhadha uriko kuUmsidale. Munhu ari kuEpperton And Maritim Terra ku Everton. Because money is not a respecter of places, but or a respect of people. But money is a respecter. Money is a respecter of value. It's attracted by value. So I want to say that income streams do not far exceed your financial intelligence. Mostly income flow in commensurate with the value that you have created or the level of your personal development. Income streams do not far exceed the level of your financial intelligence. Incomes, they flow in commensurate with the level of the value that you have created. We go on a weekend, we should go $5, $5. You go out, value you have created, $5. You know, in life you always attract resources, people, and opportunities to the size of your ideas or dreams. A reflection ye level yekugaya kumafungiro kwakuita ukaona ma resources aungochi attract ari commensurate ni level yekufunda kwakuita. So tikuti isusu nemamwe mashoko marika income may take a lucky jump kuti wangwerika nawane rimwe zibig all of a sudden rangodarika level ye mindset or value yauna, it can take a lucky jump. But if you don't jump to where it is, it will come back to where you are. Exactly. And
then what happens?
What happened? Hana gonna jump up a level, but Maria Vaya zoka up a level. So you realize that in life you cannot create more time, but you can create more value. You cannot create more time, but you can create what? More value. You know, poor people are paid for their time, but the rich are paid for their value. So do you know what poor people do now? Is that they want to work so hard in over time in order for them to make more money, while the wealthy emphasize in doubling their value so that they can also double
their
income within the same time frame. Kanda ukata muti weekend une demo rakagomarara, no matter to release simba rakaita say, it will take you a very long time. But otherwise ano tora nguwa yake yakareba achishapena and the X, so that ano reduce nguwa and over effective.
That's so deep.
Okay, yeah. I want to say weekend that the wealthy have mastered one important principle, that real value is intangible value. Real value is intangible value. You know, the world has redefined the avenues in which wealth is created, because the wealthiest people in the world used to be those who owned concrete business ventures, like owning gold mine, a fleet of vehicles, having a factory or a hectare of land. These were the typical wealthy people that we used to have in the world. But right now, in this age that we are, the world has redefined the avenues in which wealth is created. You realize that the wealthiest people in the world now are people who own intellectual property.
Yeah.
People who are mining gold from the fields of their mines. Weekend, if you look at the top richest people in the world, the likes of Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Larry Page, Mark Zuckerberg, Sergey Brin, all these people, they don't have any oil deposits or mine deposits that they started with. They started with literally nothing, but they began to dig gold from the field of their mines. Weekend, people wa makorokoza matsva. Makorokoza anogona kuchera goridhe kubva mumusoro yavo. Hamwe makorokoza anogona kuchera goridhe kubva mupi mumusoro mavo, because more gold has been mined in people's mind than on the earth. Goridhe rakawanda, vanhu vane mari weekend havasiriwo vanoona ma oil deposits, vari kuona ma diamond fields. Tarisa vanhu vane mari in the world, vanhu vari kuchera goridhe kubva mumusoro mavo. Oh, weekend, I want to say the owners of Uber, one day they were coming out of a conference at night, and they were looking for transportation. They could not find transportation. And they said, what if we could just order a text on our phone? The rest is history. They thought of an idea to create a software. Right now in the transport industry, the wealthiest people are not the people who own the fleet of cars, taxis. Actually, the owners of Uber, they don't own even a single taxi.
Yes.
They are the wealthiest. Asina, kudarika muna na wama taxi acho. You see,
Yes.
when we come to Airbnb, and now let's come up with an idea whereby we look for houses that are nice, that people can avail to people, without them building even a single one building or a hotel with brick and mortar. Airbnb iri kurekoda ma revenues and kumna biggest hotels in the world. Vasina kana chimduri.
Makorokoza everyone.
Kuchera koride kuba bumsoro.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Windrose Chifarimba. Thank you so much. The psychology of wealth creation, part 2, very, very eye-opening. We can't wait for next week. What are we? Where do we start? Like, what are we supposed to do? Thank you so much. Kunada Kubatai, where do they get you for those who want to be in contact? Yeah.
Okay, we can. People can get in touch with me. They can get in touch with me on 0772 767693, 0772 767693. WhatsApp only. And weekend I've got a business masterclass that's happening in Bulawayo this Saturday. At second floor Haddon and Sly complex in Bulawayo, starting 8 a.m. If you want to learn more on how to attract money, that's the place to be in Bulawayo this particular Saturday.
Thank you so much for your time. A marketplace evangelist, Windrose Chifarimba. I can't wait to have you back next week, same time on Monday Mondays, right here on Star FM, sounding good all the time. We're also live on Facebook. You can go watch and rewatch it. Star FM, sounding good all the time. Check your time with mine, 10 o'clock, time for the news.